They were home from war and it was time to celebrate. World War I was the first truly global conflict, and on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918, the guns fell silent. It was a day marked at Buckingham Palace in London as Queen Mary appeared in the balcony with thousands in the Mall celebrating. Armistice Day was born, an event that set the trend across the world for decades to come. 2 years ago, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge marked the centenary of the start of World War I by planting ceramic poppies at the Tower of London in memory of almost 1 million British and Empire soldiers who died in the trenches. The red flower has become a potent symbol of the blood which was spilled and the sacrifice of those who lost their lives in the conflict. The poppy flourished in the fields of Flanders in Belgium, which was engaged in the war from its start to its end. It is here that thousands of soldiers of many nationalities rest. On the walls of the Menin Gate in Ypres, a sector where 5 battles took place during the 4-year conflict, visitors can see the names of their ancestors who perished. More than 54,000 British and Commonwealth soldiers, whose bodies have no known grave, are included in the list.
It's my wife's great-uncle. He was killed at Polygon Wood on 7th of October 1978.
The memories of those who died in what was one of the bloodiest conflicts have been handed down from generation to generation. So great was the trauma of the war and the effect it had on families. But it is not only for those who lost a distant relative. It is also to mark 4 years which transformed the world in which we live. It changed beyond recognition and set in motion future events.
It was 100 years ago, World War I, but it's still shaping the world in which we live. Without that war, we might not have had the disappearance of Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire. I think we almost certainly wouldn't have had the Bolsheviks seizing power in Russia in 1917. And when you think of what flowed from that, it shaped the whole of the 20th century. And the First World War also created the circumstances within which the Second World War became possible.
More than 30 nations were involved in what some people call the Great War. There are no survivors still alive. The poppy was first worn in 1921 and has now also become a symbol of those who fell in World War II.